Hello everyone, LRon here with part 9 of my Paradise Lost OT8 2.0. So this room is completely optional. I wanted to get all the money in here, but these guys do get some good cheap shots on me. So maybe I was unlucky, or maybe we're guaranteed to lose a lot of health here. I'll leave it up to you. We have like $325 now. We're gonna have like $900 something after this, and $600 can get you quite a long ways. So, if you're capable of getting out of all this alive, feel free to do this because we do have those 3 health packs waiting for us in the next zone over. Yeah, it'll be kind of challenging, but I find it to be worth it for me at least. I'm not sure if I'd call it worth it for every level of handicap, but it's certainly something to consider, or at least attempt a bunch, and just rely on the checkpoint save to get you out of this if you decide to give it a shot and it's not for you. So I decided to take a screenshot there. It kind of reminds me of a Tuesday in my OT8 run. When I had the entire band lined up in one room in a very similar fashion to that. So I decided to... oh, right. So heads up, it does checkpoint save you there, so you probably want to rely on a save made prior if you're planning to hedge and give it a shot and then think that you're going to change your mind on that. So I find that the revolver is the way to go. It seems like it's got maybe slightly less accuracy or something at the super long range, but having that red meter is a very good thing because then you can kind of at will headshot anyone without aiming, essentially. And that's going to be good later on when people are coming from 2 angles and stuff. And then I'll just occasionally use it willy-nilly to make sure that the meter doesn't go full because it's kind of wasteful. And I've generally been noticing that more security guards spawn each time I put a chip in, so that's also something to be on the lookout for. And they will come. They will spawn on the top floor and bottom floor, so you kind of got to watch out at all times in both directions. So, in some deaths here that I had, I sat halfway up the stairs and got ganked by people that were upstairs. So generally, there's not really anywhere that's safe. So you kind of need to be looking everywhere. And if something catches you by surprise, feel free to just use the right-click execution. Yeah, I'm down to 2 hit points right now. Jumped up to 7 when I picked up a slice of pizza or something. And so things are certainly looking grim, but we know that we have enough hit points to take us from 1 to 100 in that truck. It's just a matter of getting there safely. So if we go from this little corner right here, we can get them kind of one at a time. If we go out a little further, they can kind of both aggro to us.
I feel better already.
Not sure why I've got the butterfly knife out right now. I guess I'm expecting to get the masturbator, but he's on the move, so that kind of fucks things up.
Probably think I'm not a nice person.
So,
I definitely need more.
I didn't necessarily mean to use the Glock. It was just what happened to be up, and it's fine because I don't tend to really use the Glock. I mean, in the OT8 run, I used it in the brewery because you get the Glock long before you get your machine guns back, and so that certainly proved to be helpful. Now, the key to this part is to not jump straight for the truck too soon. So I'm going to actually save here because
hot sauce.
It's kind of hard to gauge when it is safe to go, and the stuff leading up to this point was kind of causing me grief before I learned the good way to do it. Or before I determined that that time was a really good way and I could have just effortlessly done that every time. But we don't plan to spend a ton of time here. We just want to safely get into that truck, and then our zone lines can be relatively easy to get to. It's kind of just back in the church direction. So we don't even have to cross into the meat of the zone. We're just skirting the perimeter. And of course, we started with the mall because it's the one that's kind of out of the way. If we went to do the other stuff first, we would have had to have done a lot of traveling to get back to the mall after the fact. But since the mall was connecting to like the start of it, we kind of just branched out that way first to make things easier in the long term. And now, watch out for that zone that has Toilet Paper World and the entrance to the Napalm Factory / Robotics Factory, because that place is also quite a respawn fest. In one of my deaths, I had like the entire area just outside of Toilet Paper World fully respawned. So that's like 15-20 mobs that I wasn't planning to have, and I was kind of running from 10-20 mobs as well, so I just got sandwiched with way too many enemies. I honestly felt like quoting the various scum of Mass Effect 1 when they went, "Enemies everywhere!" You know, when it's just Shepard and 2 people with them. But in any case, enemies were everywhere, and they should have only been on half of that everywhere spectrum. So I had to get clever and use more of an indoor approach to give a safe avenue of retreat, or at least one that's considerably safer long term if the shit decides to hit the fan with that approach as well. Fortunately, I wrapped things up quickly enough to make it not come down to that. So I guess at this point I'm kind of just collecting ammo and topping off or something. I'm not sure exactly why I'm failing to go in the direction I need to go.
That stuff.
And I don't even go all the way out to... Or, oh, yeah, well, I guess I'm kind of full pistol ammo, so I don't really need to go out all that way for the 2 clips. So that's not the zone line we want. We want to skip that first one, and then get the second one that actually has a train track attached to it. And so now we're going to just jump through here and walk on along. So the White House is a play on the White House, where they consider toilet paper to be like the President of the United States, and as such, all of their security is like Secret Service grade. So consider them to be, you know, combat capability of Army, but, you know, armor level of civilian. So they'll hit hard and accurate, but are still relatively easy to shoot down, you know, when compared to other trash mobs. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I will see you next video. Good luck, have fun.